So guys, let me tell you guys one thing I have actually failed to understand. Why is every African woman marrying a white man? And it is not the fact that they are marrying white men that is even annoying and perturbing. That is not it. If you have decided to marry a white man, marry a presentable white man. Marry a white man with money. Marry a white man we can look at and say, okay. Why are you marrying nonsense? Why are you marrying a madman from the USA that used to be in the mental hospital? Then he escaped from the mental hospital and came to Africa, booked his first flight to Africa. That is that you have decided to settle with. As per why? Why? Is it because we want half-caste kids? What are you looking for? Like, guys, I don't understand it. I have failed to understand it. Do I sound like I'm ranting? Yes, I am. Because it doesn't make any type of sense at all. I just saw this girl from Nigeria on TikTok. She just got married to this man. The man has never even smiled in any of her videos. Then, allegedly, this man is a rapist abroad, wherever he's coming from. He has married before in Kenya and the wife divorced him. Why are you people marrying this man? Why? Why would you marry a poor colonizer? Why would you marry a poor colonizer? As per what are you going through in life? What are you going through in life that you'd be marrying a poor white man? Why are you even talking to poor white men? Eh? Somebody was mad in the USA. Somebody was mentally unstable. He was just released from prison. He got his $300 or $200. You know, flights from there to here for them are very cheap. He got his $200, $300, came to Africa with $1,000 like this. Came to settle in Africa. And now you're just seated on this man's chest very happy. Why would you put your ancestors in that situation? Why would you put your ancestors in that situation? Now your ancestors are just rolling in the grave because you have decided to marry poor white man. Why? Why, my sister? Explain. Why are you with a poor white man? Why are all of you? Oh my God, guys, I'm frustrated on you people's behalf. Like, I don't know. I'm too frustrated on you people's behalf. Like, what do you mean? You're marrying a poor... Oh God, wow. Wow, has it reached to this? Are we that desperate to marry white people? Why? As per why?
Hi guys, welcome to yet another video. It's Nagere here. This is a video I wanted to share with you guys because I found it interesting. Of course, I'm sure you guys found it interesting. But for me, I would want it to bring it to the passport bro situation, because most of the time when people talk about passport bros, it's mostly put on black men when they leave, let's say, the Western world to go to Africa or Asia or other parts to look for wives. Then, like, it's a big no-no, like it's a big problem, like, you know, they should stop. But then the most passport bros that have been doing it for decades have been white men, like have been palmed men going to different parts of the world, not just Africa, like all over the world, doing that same thing. But when it comes to them, it's a grace thing, like they are given grace, which doesn't make sense. But going back to this video's lady, she's mad and angry at African women for literally I would say disappointing their ancestors, because there's no way you're going to go to the other side and be with someone who is not going to help you elevate yourself. Like, you're going to go and still be with someone to make you suffer. These same people that have always had it, you know, firsthand, that have had, you know, themselves controlling everything. Why are you disappointing our ancestors? Like, she's literally she's pissed. As well as, like, why are you guys going for the people that are almost 5 years to go in the clouds? Like, you're always going for older people. Are there no young people for you to go with? And are you guys happy in these places? I mean, honestly, there's been this dream that has been sold to a lot of, like, African girls, like, if you go to the other side, it's better and beautiful. Not saying that some of them go because they can't find happiness this side, or that they've not experienced our men. No, but the thing is, at least you should know the positive and negatives of the situation, and not just go thinking you're just going to eat pasta and lobster, like it's going to just be smooth and soft life for you. It is still a relationship, just like other relationships. So this dream that has been sold to a lot of African girls needs to be exposed, so they know and go knowing it's not going to be that soft as they expected, if I make sense. And there's also some people that are coming out and talking about the reality of really being in that situation, because you have a lot of things that you have to go through, like a lot of things to deal with. But yeah, guys, listen to some of the people and what they had to say about this. Come back and let me know your thoughts on it.
These are my unpopular rules as a black girl dating a whitey. Number 1, if he has dated black or Asian women, especially from Thailand before me, it won't work. Boy, bye. A poor white man is a red flag. Where were your ancestors when the rest was stealing? You have a history of lazy ancestors. I am not inheriting that generational curse, my friend. I'm breaking mine. If he claps, no. A white man that hates white women is looking for a slave. How do you hate women that looks like your mother? No. A white man that understands black lingo is such a turn off for me. Like, boy, please, just stay white, okay?
Seeing poor white men is like seeing Jamaicans losing in a sprint. This game was designed for you to win.
Hot take, but you could just mind your own fucking business. Trying to figure out who the fuck you are to determine how other people date. A gold digger and racist. I'm not going to skip over that last part, but that shit made zero fucking sense. What does a white man that prefers black women or another race have to do with slavery? You not see how ridiculous you sound right now? If you just don't like white people, just say that. This video gave me a fucking headache. It'll probably save you a lot of time and stress in your life. Stop worrying about what other people are doing. Worry about your damn self. These people have to be miserable. Have you noticed that it's not even racist anymore? It's just bullshit. These people are just coming up with random ways on how to just be annoying. The only reason why that video even got some traction is because black people are so racist. Literally. Think about it. If she was talking about an interracial relationship, her and a white man, just happy together, nothing.
So guys, I woke up this morning and I went to my TikTok page and I saw a lot of people tagging me on this particular latest page about interracial couple, black women dating white men. So I'll play the video for you guys to listen to what she said.
Why is every African woman marrying a white man? Marry a presentable white man. Marry a white man with money. Why are you marrying nonsense? Why are you marrying a madman from the USA?
So first of all, before I say what I have to say, let me correct her about one thing. Not every black or African woman wants to marry or date a white man. Like she said, why does every black or African woman wants to date a white man? And also she calling out every black girl or African woman dating or marrying a white man. That's really, really rude to interracial couples. To be honest, that's really, really rude. And I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. I'm not in that category she mentioned. So you all should stop tagging me. If she doesn't really like interracial couples, she should keep her opinion to herself, because no matter how she talks on social media, that can make us black women leave people we are with and people we are happy with, people who treat us right, no matter how they look, no matter how financially they are. So a black woman being with a white man who's not good looking or has a lot of money, she's happy, my dear. She's really, really happy, and she's getting princess treatment. A lot of people who are in a relationship where there is a lot of money, he's good looking, and they treat them really bad, but they can't leave. Some just stay there for the money. So please, you all should stop coming for me in my relationship. Everyone is different and everyone has the reason why they are in every relationship they are.
Your white partner is going to experience a decline in their white privilege, and it is going to cause a crash out like you have never seen. And here's the thing, they don't even tell the white people this. They get blindsided by it too. And the way that it works is wild. Speaking from my experience and how it went, you meet a guy and on either side, it can be lust, like, love, whatever. Then they take you around their white friends. And now, black women, what you need to know is a group of not racist white men, especially young white men, are always going to be cool. They're always going to think you're hot, you're cool, be totally down with however you're representing yourself and whatever. Because white men in their white privilege have the freedom to think however they want to think. It's when the company gets mixed that things start to get hinky. And by mixed company, I mean those same white guys plus their white girlfriends and wives, white family, white coworkers, white friends. Then the dance starts, because you have people who are on different levels of privilege, class, and power. And they're looking at you and they're trying to place you, and it better not be above them. So now you, as the black girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or whatever, wife, have to do a dance. You have to position yourself between stereotype of what everybody wants you to be so that they can be comfortable in their white superiority delusion of this is what a black person is and that's what I need to see to know that I'm here. But you also have to be assimilated enough into white culture that you're not deemed a threat, that they can relate to you, they understand you, they see that you are parroting certain norms and things that they know that they can relax a little bit. So it's a constant dance. Because do not walk into a room full of insecure white people and be all that in a bag of chips. Oh, you in danger, girl. Because if you walk in there and you're not playing their little game that makes them feel good about themselves, if you walk in there and you are intellectual, you have poise, class, a great job, you're well educated, style, if you're not afraid of them, if you're not seeking their approval, if you are unbothered, they are not going to like that. And they're going to start looking at your white partner like, how dare you bring that here? And in order to keep their community of white delusion thriving, they have to remove any perceived threats, actual threats, anything that is not vibing in that collective understanding of who they deem themselves to be. And so that decline, that dismissal from white privilege is going to hit your white partner hard. They are going to get social backlash, stop being invited to things. Their family is going to start haranguing them about keeping you in line. Their buddies are not going to come over because their wives don't like you. There's going to be a lot of things that happen. And not only will they possibly have a decline in their social status, their white privilege, but their upward mobility within white privilege can be chopped off, especially if it's at work. If they have a boss or a boss's spouse that feels some kind of way, all of a sudden promotion opportunities are not there for them. You are literally by showing up as your authentic self, by being real, by not taking any flack, or even if you are so token and so playing the game, but that other white person who has a little bit more power than your partner is threatened or is insecure, there's nothing that you can do to stop them from wanting to yank privilege away from your partner or your spouse. It is what it is. And something that I was shocked by was that there will be other interracial relationships around, other Black men, Negro women, and they're not gonna help you. They are not your friend. They ain't looking out for you, because if they stand up for you, if they speak up, if they try to mirror you, hell, if they even be nice to you or acknowledge your presence before anything else pops off, that could be seen as a threat, because you have to remember they're doing the same dance, right? They are also having to toggle between stereotype and non-threatening assimilated token. So they are having to consciously or subconsciously protect the white privilege of their spouse and the standing of their spouse for their own self-preservation. So no, don't look to them. They ain't going to help you. And y'all ain't going to be friends. Y'all ain't going to be bonding about the nuances of being in an interracial relationship. That's not how this works. This is about isolation. So if you find yourself with a white person who you might like, love, see yourself building a life with, and they have not completely deconstructed from white supremacy, delusion, from their need to have access to white power, from capitalism, from sex, from, I'm trying to think of what else, from any of these societal powers, and they have not deconstructed from that truly intentionally to the point where they've already cut out problematic friends and family, and they are no longer trying to navigate that world. If they haven't done all of that work, that will be done for them by the nature of them being with you, and your white partner will punish you for removing them from access to their white power. So I'm not saying nothing. Date who you want to date, do what you want to do, but I thought you should know.
So guys, as you've seen the video, that is what, is happening. And I love the information that the lady gave out about, like, it's not going to be, glamorous as it's been put in your faces. It's going to be a work thing, just like in any other relationship. Are there going to be some privileges? Yes, I would say yes. But it's not going to be on a level that, most of the people try to sell this dream to African girls. And guys, I'm not here to do attack anyone. Like, you can go wherever you feel comfortable. And I mean, if you're loved with someone, do whatever, do you, enjoy. But then the thing that a lot of people are so tired of is seeing African girls, African women with men that are almost about to collapse like the next day. If I get this person, I'm going to like have a beautiful life, I'm going to go abroad and everything's going to be settled. But then even the people that, go into situations like that, we've seen a lot of them come out and they've been taken to court, they've been mistreated. These men do things to them because they're in control of their lives after they leave Africa. So these are things that a lot of girls need to get into their senses, me inclusive. Like, these are things we should really be learning about. So when I say that the passport bro movement is mostly demonized when it involves black men, I think it makes sense, because I rarely see older black men with African women. It's always like, same age or a little bit, older, but it's not on the level that these retired men that are about to collapse come and fetch African girls for their retirement. Like, that is insane. And we let it happen. Our women, our girls do this and they let it happen. But anyway, who am I to judge? Guys, let me know your thoughts on it. Like, this is a very, very big issue. You had the brother, the black brother that was like, we should mind our business, right? and not interfere ourselves with people's relationships. Like, if we don't want the other side, we should not, talk about it. But then, he defended them. Like, he defended the situation, like, let people love who they want. And just like the media has been selling how the West is the best place to be, it also comes in hand with this. And, our sisters sometimes do not like research about these people, because some of them are criminals running away from their countries. Some of them don't even have this money that you might think they have. They come and then they are stuck. And, they just have to use their privilege of being, palmed to access places or get into places. And our sisters don't put in that initiative of really understanding, like, is this person even legit? So when I say that these people also, when they come into Africa, because they cannot afford to have like the younger ones, the palmed young women in their countries, then they are like, oh, I have an option in Asia, I have an option in Africa. I might as well go there. And they go to the villages most of the times to get to get like the most naive girls ever, because I feel like when these people come, they want to get an African woman that is like, damn, I would say that, they are going to save, that they are going to take away from poverty. And, it also boosts themselves to feel like they are saving them as well. So it's really a big issue. And I don't know really. Yeah, we've been told to mind our business, but sometimes we gotta have to come and talk about this. We gotta come and talk about this, because it's kind of getting out of hand. I've seen videos where our African women are coming out crying that they've been taken advantage of by the family members, by the man themselves, by the friends, by, like, they really do not get the life that they expected, and they come back crying because it's not being what they expected. So at least it's okay to share the positive to the people that do that, but I think also the negative part has to be put out, just like the lady was talking about how, if you get with this person, they also lose privilege because they are with a black person. And we know how most of them see black people. So you need to understand you're going to be facing, microaggressions, racism, and, behaviors from the family people of this person, even if it's not from him. And if your partner is not like even a little bit, worked on in terms of this deconstruction, wow, you are going to feel it to the core. But they don't listen. We don't listen. It is what it is. It is what it is. Guys, that is it for me in the video. Let me know what you think about this. I just had to share this. I had to share this. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, guys. I'm always posting. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye.